Today I'll be explaining Backrooms Level 655, also known as the Bathroom Break. This level is truly unique. It gives kind of pool rooms vibes, but honestly it might be a little bit better. Don't shoot the messenger, just what I think. But anyways, I really think you're going to enjoy this video. There's tons of unique effects, designs, and the aesthetic is amazing. Just whatever you do not touch the still water in this level and avoid the creatures that hide in the stalls. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Backrooms Level 655 is the 656th level in the lore, and it's been given a Class 2 difficulty rating, with a slight exit difficulty, a small entity presence, but overall it's a chill environment. The level is known among people in the lore as the Bathroom Break, which is pretty cool because I don't know where I was going with that. But not to confuse you guys, a couple years ago I did go over a level called the Bathrooms. This is not the same. Don't say this is a re-upload because it's not. It's a different level, okay? Level 655 is a massive conglomerated sequence of public bathrooms that is estimated to be about 2,000 square kilometers in size. The level itself is made up of tiled floors, drop ceilings, drywall, and bathrooms. There's mirrors, there's sinks, there's toilets, there's stalls, there's hand dryers, there's paper towels, there's soap dispensers. Literally every single thing that a public bathroom would have, this level has. These different spaces are connected together by long hallways that are pretty liminal and pretty unique. Inside the level, there are no windows at all, so it's unknown if there's an exterior or an outside, or if the entire level is just confined to the bathrooms. The air inside of all these bathrooms is humid. It's around 80 to 90% humidity at all times, which if you're not aware, that's pretty sticky. But the temperature in the level is actually cold, and it stays right at 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 11 degrees Celsius. So it's cold, but the air is sticky and thick. Throughout the hallways and the bathrooms, not one single bathroom is the same. None of them match. They all have different aesthetics, at least slightly. Maybe it's in coloration, maybe it's in the layout, maybe it's in the design, but there are small things that are different each time you get to a new bathroom. The different bathrooms themselves, like I said, are connected by these labyrinths of hallways that match the overall design. If you've ever been to like a mall or an airport bathroom and you've gone to the bathroom there, they have these really long entry hallways. That's what these hallways are in this level, and that is what connects the different rooms. In the hallway areas, there are common things you might run across. Things such as water fountains that are filled with almond water, or gender signs indicating bathrooms, or fake plants, or vending machines, or carpeted sections, trash cans, anything like that. The hallways themselves tend to loop around and bend over in confusing ways, which obviously makes navigation pretty hard, but that's common with most Backrooms levels. The lighting in the hallways is fluorescent, and they make that classic hum buzz that level 0 does, but not nearly as loud. The main notable thing about the actual noise and the ambience in the level is the soft elevator style music that plays through the entire expanse. The music is usually very quiet, very soft, but sometimes it gets pretty loud to the point where it might cause harm to your ears. That's kind of lame. But the music is said to be calming and relaxing if it's not blaring in your ears. You couple that calm elevator music with the calm hum buzz of the lights and the lack of any real danger, and you've got a pretty safe place to chill. The hallways are also home to various janitorial closets and office rooms and things like that might have items of use inside of them. Perhaps a fully stocked fridge or a storage closet with supplies, who knows. If you do manage to find food in these hallways, it's usually edible. But moving on from the hallways, because who cares about that, back to the bathrooms we go. The individual pods of bathrooms are comprised of stalls and sinks and usually things you would find in bathrooms. I don't know how else to explain bathrooms. But some of these places do have strange and off-putting layouts and effects. Some of these bathrooms are claustrophobic, and they have very skinny hallways, no stalls, or they're just very short. Others are gigantic, with seemingly never-ending hallways and stalls. Some places just have sinks and no toilets. Some toilets don't work. Some toilets are flooding. Some of the rooms are crooked. Some of them are out of order. Some don't function. Some resemble bathrooms that you would find in a real house and not public bathrooms. It all just depends on where you go. The various stalls in these bathrooms are usually pretty safe to stay in, and the locks on these bathrooms, unlike the ones in real life, are strong, and they oftentimes are home to wanderers. Usually wanderers will come here and they'll stay in these different stalls because it's safe. Nothing can break down the doors and nothing can crawl beneath them, which in real life, most bathrooms have those giant holes underneath the stalls where you can just crawl through, but these don't, which is nice. And even if there is an opening, entities really couldn't climb through there. Beyond the bathrooms themselves, there are another few places of note besides the hallways and the actual bathrooms. There are the shower rooms and the saunas. Now, the shower rooms are literally exactly how they sound. They're just shower rooms. They're made out of these square white tiles, and they have shower nozzles on the walls that are constantly spraying hot water. However, in some of these shower rooms, it has been noted that the different nozzles are producing cashew water in some cases, and not almond water. If you don't play it safe and you're not careful and you walk under a cashew water nozzle, then you might die because cashew water is toxic. So just don't try to take a shower here and you'll be fine. The next rooms, like I said, were the sauna rooms. And again, these are just like what they sound like. There's no unique names here. These areas are usually very hot and very steamy, much more so than the rest of the level, and they always have fog and steam and mist rolling through them. In sauna rooms, you'll find benches and towels and things like that, just like you would at a regular sauna. Entities also tend to call this place home, since it's pretty safe, and the ones that are here usually are the normal ones. There's death moths, there's clumps, there's skin stealers, there's insanities, and things like that. But more importantly, there is the presence of the hydrolytis plague. Now, this is a disease that is known to inhabit the waters of the backrooms, and since there's a ton of water here, in the toilets and the sinks and the showers, it is very common. Coming into contact with the hydrolytis plague is very deadly because it's an infection that'll pretty much take over your body. I have a video on it. You can go check it out if you want to. You don't have to, though. It'd be nice, though. But usually the hydrolytis plague hangs out in still water or areas where the water isn't moving, and that's pretty common on this level because who's flushing all the toilets here? That means all the toilet water is just sitting there. So whatever you do not touch the still water unless you want to be infected by the plague. But other than that, and those entities I just mentioned, the level's pretty chill. It's just an infinite expanse of bathrooms connected by hallways. And to enter this place, you can be on any indoor level that has a door labeled bathroom, and it has to be labeled bathroom. That is very specific. It has to say bathroom on the front, and if you find one like that, you can open it up and you can walk through it, and you'll be here at the bathroom break. And because of how common bathroom doors are, this is a pretty poppin' level. A lot of people come here, and a lot of people explore it as well. If you want to exit, you can find hallways here that lead right to level 5 or level 20. Nothing crazy. The bathroom break level is one of those classic backrooms levels that you just can't hate. It's got all the liminal space vibes with a few little quirks and unique parts that make it unique, like the hydrolytis plague, the weird geometry, the hallway areas. That kind of stuff makes it just a little step above regular bathrooms. But it's not too crazy. It's not, wild. It's kind of like the Goldilocks of backrooms levels. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It just makes sense. So I really hope you enjoyed this explanation of the bathroom break level. If you did, please leave a like. It would be massively appreciated. Thank you all for the support over these last few years here on this channel. I'm glad people are still interested in watching the backrooms and liminal space content. I'll keep doing these videos as long as y'all keep watching them. And if you want more content from me outside of the backrooms, check out my other channel, Spoogly. I upload a couple times a month on there. Having a blast doing that. Thank you so much for the support on that channel. If you want even more content, you can go to my Instagram or my Twitter or anything like that. There's tons of links below. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you down in the comments section where we can chat or whatever. If you have any suggestions, like I said, leave them there. But without further ado, I'll end up the video here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!